What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Elder Scrolls Lore. Now, huge thank you to Kuyo from HP Productions. That was a fantastic collaboration we got to do. We did the Races of Akavir, and I'm actually working up on a follow-up video to the one I did on his channel from something I discovered while researching for that. So keep in store for this. This is kind of a not a filler video, but a lore video to kind of be in between while I work on that one, because that's going to be a bigger video and that takes a little bit more to it. Now lately I've been getting into Elder Scrolls Redguard, into the lore and the characters in that, and earlier we did Dram, and that did relatively successful, and we got a few comments saying that people would like more of Redguard. So today I'm going to be doing Amiel Richton, and also just for an announcement, I am still working on Dragon Age lore. It's in the process of it. I should be done editing it by tomorrow. I should be done editing, so I'm hoping for it to come out this week. So we'll see about that. And then without further ado, let's not keep you waiting. Today we're talking about Amiel Richton. Admiral Lord Amiel Richton, who lived between 816 of the Second Era to 864 of the Second Era, was an Imperial who was made the provisional governor of Stros M'Kai by Tiber Septim after winning the Battle of Hunding Bay. He later died in the year 864 of the Second Era at the hands of the Redguard rebel Cyrus. Now, his early life is a little unknown. All we know is that he was born in 816 of the Second Era and near the Stride River in Colovia. He grew up raised by a minor noble family, but somehow rose to prominence in Tiber Septim's court. Amiel, like Tiber Septim, also began his service under Kula Kane, the last emperor of the Interregnum. His family also supported Kula Kane, and Richton himself was very loyal. After being overthrown, Amiel became in service of Tiber Septim. Now, Tiber Septim employed Richton to become the commander of the New West Navy, a navy responsible for the battles west of Tamriel in the Abesian Sea. He led a campaign against the pirates of the Abesian and commanded a squadron at the Battle of the Biose that put Wayrest under the control of the Empire. After Vasi Hadrak was assassinated by a Reachman in Daggerfall, Richton succeeded him in becoming the new admiral. Now, Richton's crowning moment came during the Battle of Hunding Bay, where he employed the Dunmer assassin Dram to shoot Prince Atur during the battle. Now, after destroying many fleets, Richton finished off Prince Atur's remaining forces of the Crowns by calling on the dragon Nephalalargus to kill any remaining members, as well as destroy the old quarter of the Port Hunding. Now, after the battle, Richton became the provisional governor of Stros M'Kai, which became one of the biggest supply ports for the Navy. His job was to clear the island and waters around of any Abesian pirates or crowns and guard the Cape of the Blue Divide. Richton moved into Prince Atur's former palace and made it the base of operations for the Septim Empire on the island. Richton's rule was found to have been dictatorial and oppressive by the inhabitants of Stros M'Kai. Now, it's unclear on what any atrocities he had committed. I have not played Redguard, so I don't know, and I couldn't find any of the atrocities as well. However, it was found to be dictatorial. Well, Richton hired Cyrus to deliver the Slowed Angusta's amulet to him. When Cyrus arrived and gave him the amulet, he asked for information on his sister. Richton lied, claiming he knew nothing, causing Cyrus to threaten him. Cyrus killed 3 of his guards before being thrown in the catacombs by Dram, for Cyrus to later then escape. Richton had then employed Dram to hunt down Cyrus, though all the attempts proved to be a failure. Cyrus plotted against Richton with the Restless League to overthrow him. Cyrus had then killed Nephalalargus, who was guarding Prince Atur's soul gem, and used it to create the Soul Sword. As Cyrus then invaded the palace, he used the Soul Sword to guide him and managed to kill many of the guards. Cyrus then reached Richton on the Dwemer airship stationed on the palace courtyard. As the airship began to fly, he dueled in sword combat, and Richton was eventually defeated, but managed to use his last moments to distract him. Cyrus was forced to surrender by Dram, who held a dagger at his throat and dropped the sword. The sword, then powered by Prince Atur's soul, then flew up in the air and killed Richton by stabbing him in the chest. It then turned around and sliced Dram in half. Cyrus then jumped down from the airship and cut open the fabric, causing it to crash. Cyrus and the rest of the League remained victorious and freed Stros-M'Kai from Richton's rule, after which the first treaty of Stros-M'Kai was then signed. Now that is all we have on him today. I know there's not a lot of information on him himself, but it's nevertheless an interesting lore that I don't think a lot of people have just gone over. And I feel like Redguard itself is a game that many people looked over, including myself, and didn't pay too much mind to it, but I think it does fill in a lot of holes, as well as open up a new gateways into the lore. We find out a lot about Tiber Septim's court and the people he kept along in it, and also we find out a little bit about the Tiber Wars themselves, as this occurs roughly in the middle of them. Furthermore, I think that Redguard is an opportunity for us to kind of fill in the gaps, like I said earlier, I guess, but it's nice to be able to do that as well, and you get these little spouts of information, and believe it or not, I think we get a lot of lore out of it as well, so that's very nice, because you get personalities and attitudes, and what people's intentions and ambitions are as well. So it's an interesting thing to note, because Richton, as well as I noted with Dram in the last video involving Redguard, was that they are bad guys. The Empire is the bad guys, where in terms of Skyrim and Oblivion, we're shown a more positive light on the Empire, and so that is interesting to see that here they're not so much. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been a lot of fun to cover this kind of stuff, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace. Hey guys, please like if you enjoyed this. Lets me know you're really liking the content, and lets me know that you want more of it. And please subscribe if you want more content like this. I post 5 days a week and once bi-weekly with Dragon Age lore. And with that, I hope to see you guys in the Discord chat. Peace.